flag flies, and the 2011 NASCAR Nationwide Series season is green.
Yeah, let's see what happens. They come off here. Sam Hornish right in the middle. Oh,
it looks like
Brian Scott gets turned. May have got a little too much of a bump.
Looks like it might have been Allgaier gave him a little shove.
And then here's the second contact.
Yeah, Brian Scott just tags Hornish.
There were several incidents on pit road, and one of them had to do with Dale Earnhardt Jr. We thought he just took fuel. He missed his pit box. He thought he was looking for the 88 board, and he forgot it was the number 5. Let's listen to the radio.
4, 3, 2, 1. Coming, just keep going. Keep going. And 4. It's all good. I thought I was going to see the 88 sign. I'm sorry.
Side by side, which one of the Joe Gibbs cars is going to hold on to it? It's going to be Kyle Busch.
Andy, I'll add on to what you were talking about there. It is Danica. She has some responsibility there to get that car behind her latched onto her rear bumper. So that's something that she's going to have to learn here throughout the day.
Trouble in turn 2. Several cars around. The 62 of Michael Annett. Elliott Sadler's involved. The 09 of Kenny Wallace. Dale Jr. gets through, and look out!
Jeremy Clement gets a part of that. No, that's Mike Wallace.
That's Mike Wallace. Well, that is such a shame for Kenny. This is a great opportunity for him, and a shame for Elliott Sadler and that team. Kevin Harvick Incorporated.
Not the way they want to start this season off, I can tell you that.
The 31 has come into pit road. There it is, Justin Allgaier in the brand new Brandt colors.
Looks like
he's got damage on the right side as well from earlier. Here we go.
Ooh, there goes the right front.
And even more damage.
We got no wall, guys. You okay?
Meanwhile, up front, it is Keselowski in front of Trevor Bayne. And then you saw the tandem of Kyle Busch and Joey Logano making the swap once again.
Next time by, Trevor is asking where to brake at, so be aware he may be a little cautiously optimistic here.
That's what I was going to say. As they start to make that pit stop, they've got to be careful getting on those brakes not to wreck each other.
Going around the 40 once again. And Scott Wimmer's had a very long day.
This could separate some of the cars. We got a spinner.
Sam Hornish. Sam Hornish going around again. That's right into pit in. And he's going to bang the wall with the left front. Now remember that Joey Logano did not pit with his teammate Kyle Busch. Well, maybe here's the reason why.
See, Clint Boyer pitting, and so is Tony Stewart. Look at that 18 car break away off that track and get down to pit road speed. Incredible.
Saw a little smoke out of that left front, though. I don't we locked that up. And
that's right. He didn't change tires.
He did not change tires. So it's a great move to get there.
4,600.
Up front,
look at Junior.
Here comes Junior, right behind the Joe Gibbs Racing duo. Trouble. Keselowski has spun and coming back onto the track, and gets tagged.
That's a hard lick right there.
Heavy damage to that whole right front corner on the 22 of Brad Keselowski.
Like Josh Wise in that 39.
And Josh, the whole front end of that Mustang is just shoved back.
Yeah, good to see that window net come down.
Yep, that's the sign. The 41 also involved in this. That's Patrick Sheltra.
You see a little jockeying by Landon Castle. Actually kind of made an abrupt move in front of Keselowski. We saw that on the back straightaway too.
And then, wow, what a hard hit.
Well, Josh Wise just nowhere to go and just piles in there.
It looked like Todd Bodine ended up with some damage on the front of his car there. I believe that's who that was that came in and got into the back of Josh Wise then.
Tony has a problem, Vince.
Well, you see it there, that right rear of Tony Stewart. Spotter Bob Jeffrey just radioed the crew and said, we got a flat right rear. Sure enough, now the pits are closed, but Stewart believes he needs to go ahead and come on in. Now they're going to open them up, so the pits are open. Stewart's going to go ahead and come. You see crew chief there taking a look, Bruce Cook, and communicating with Stewart in regards to the tire. Boy, this is a car that has been so good throughout the day. today as he has worked with Clint Boyer to go to the front on a variety of occasions. Tony just said, no sense taking a chance. I got to go ahead and bring it
You
to
had
the
a gas.
pits.
I'm behind you.
Well, that's the bad news. The good news is there's
it.
only going to be 12 cars on the lead lap. So if he'll get back out, he'll only be in row 6. Back to the battle up front. White flag is out. Here we go. Who's going to win it at Daytona?
We see Reed
Oh,
Sorensen.
look out.
Okay,
look out.
Logano.
Into the wall. He caroms off. Everybody else gets by. He'll go back into the wall. The white flag's still out. No caution on the
Still racing
racetrack.
that into turn 3. Junior's right on the bumper of Clint Boyer.
Does he make history? Dale Earnhardt Jr. or does Clint Boyer win? And here comes Tony Stewart. He's getting the push from Castle. Coming out of 4. This is really going to be
Okay, here
close.
goes Junior to the inside.
Junior to the inside. Boyer takes the lead and pulls on and at the stripe. It's Boyer. Stewart.
Now Stewart.
I thought it was Boyer, but Tony Stewart does it. Wow. Holy God. Oh,
They're saying Boyer's the winner. That was too close to call.
this was oh so close.
There it is.
It's
Tony
right
Stewart.
at the very front. 7 1/1000ths of a second. Incredible.
Oh, my.
6 years ago today, Tony Stewart won his first ever Nationwide Series race, and he has been dominant here at Daytona ever since. He has now won this race 4 times in a row. Hey, shouldn't you have like Clint Boyer and Landon Castle in victory lane with you today? That was something else.
Thanks, man. Oh, it was awesome. It's, man, it was so scary there when we got the tire down. I thought, man, not only did it hurt us, I knew it was going to hurt Clint too. So I didn't realize we had that many cars a lap down. I thought we were going to be a lot further back on a restart. But, you know, our fans thank these guys for getting down here. And Oreos and Ritz and everybody at Kevin Harvick Inc. It's, man, what a long weekend. I've been sick for 3 days. I feel terrible, but this is making me feel better.
You and Castle teamed up there at the end and made your way toward the front. Take us through that last little bit of action as you guys started to make your way for the pass for the lead.
Well, I mean, that wasn't right. But no, we knew he had good speed, and we had good speed. And the hard part was if you stayed lined up directly behind him, that's when you could run the fastest lap time. But I couldn't stay cool enough doing it, so I had to switch. And I felt like I think he was good enough to go ahead and win it. I think they had him trapped where he didn't feel like he had the right lane to go to, and I was confident I could get in the right spot at the right time.
Now, the winning margin was .007, and yet you came on the radio right away screaming that you'd won it. How did you know that you guys had won it when it was that slim of a margin?
We're running almost 200 mile an hour. It may be .007, but it's probably a foot or foot and a half. So you just know. You know, after 30 years of doing this, I know.
I know you've been sick much of the week. How you feeling now?
I still feel sick, but I'm going to go to the infield care center here, and they'll fix me up after this. But, man, I cannot thank Kevin and Delana Harvick and everybody at KHI and everybody at Earnhardt ECI Engines. And I can tell you, if they didn't get Clint and I separated, there's no doubt we were going to win the race that way. We didn't know what order it was going to be in crossing the line, but I'm glad that we got him 1-2.
Congratulations. Tony Stewart, the winner, the 4th straight year that he's won the season opener here at Daytona.